Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Rush. And this movie came out in 2013, and it's directed by Ron Howard. And I thought it was okay, I guess. It was a movie and it's based on a true story, and I'm not going to get into the plot of the movie because you probably know what it is already. And personally, I never did any research as to whether or not any of this is true or not. I just watched the movie and experienced it, and I thought it was okay. There's some performances that I kind of liked. I kind of liked Chris Hemsworth in it. I thought he was fine in it. The rivalry between our two main characters was entertaining, I guess. It's not in the movie a whole lot, but it's there. And how the movie is structured, it's basically showing you two different perspectives and them leading up to each other. It's kind of like The Warrior with Tom Hardy and Joel Edgerton, where it's two characters and they both have separate storylines going on, but eventually they meet up with each other. And that's kind of what's going on here, only they meet up with each other very early on in the film, and it gives you the backstories kind of to one of the characters, and the other is like already a superstar basically, and it's just their rivalry that this movie kind of focuses on. And there's lots of races in the movie that last like a minute or two. And the last race of the movie, it's the only one that kind of lasts for quite a bit of time. And I was just thinking that it was just a worse version of Ford v Ferrari. And in that movie, the driving scenes are kind of intense, and like it feels like it's earned because the entire movie was building to it. And it goes on for a long time, and it's just one gigantic payoff. And it's really entertaining. Whereas this, it kind of just happens. And there isn't really anything to engage me in it. And I didn't really find the characters to be interesting or relatable that much personally. And because of that, I could not really connect with the movie. And honestly, most of the movie is just fine, and things happen, and the movie just goes along. And it tells the story that it wants to, which is fine, but at the same time, there was nothing memorable about any scene that happened in this movie. Or that was in this movie, sorry. At the same time, there wasn't anything memorable about any scene in this movie, except for like a couple minor things. And those are just the things that I just mentioned. And the rest of the movie I pretty much forgot about. I don't remember much about this movie. Even though I just finished watching it, I literally do not remember much about it. Because it's just, my brain just can't fit in something that's so average to me. And because of that, it's just like, okay, that going in, the minute it goes in, 1 minute later, it goes out. That's what happened, and it's one of those, and that would be okay, I guess, if it had some memorable scenes in it, but not this movie. It's just always in between. Like, kind of boring, nothing special. It doesn't do anything impressive, doesn't do anything offensively bad. It's just hoping that it doesn't offend anybody with the choices that it's making. Now, I'm not super familiar with Ron Howard as a director in terms of like his style of directing or anything like that, but this movie, I was kind of disappointed with how it was presented visually, because the racing scenes, I was hoping that to really feel intense, feel like I was there and engaged in the movie, but it's all a bunch of close shots and medium shots, and you never really get a good sense of like the environment really, and you can tell when characters are inside or outside, but when it comes to the racing scenes, you never get a good understanding of how big this track is for two reasons. One, because it doesn't really focus on it, and it's just lots of close-ups, and you just see characters driving like close or medium shots, and two, most of the race scenes last for like a minute, and it just glosses over all of these racing scenes that could be really fun to watch, but it just decides not to show it for some reason. And that was really disappointing to me. And that's about all I have to say about Rush. Sorry if you were looking forward to a review that had a lot to say about it, but I can't with this movie. I genuinely cannot. There's so little to say about it because I've forgotten about so much of the movie. I kind of remember how it ended, and once we got to the end of the movie, I have realized that I've seen the ending to this movie before. I don't know where, I don't know when, but I've seen it before. And I'm literally out of things to say at this point, so I'm just going to end this review right now. And I'm going to give Rush a 5 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Rush, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Jumanji. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.